Welcome friends, good to see you again online of course. These videos are made for your practice, and since I'm not in front of you, I suggest that you watch every detail, listen to the words very carefully while you do it. Second suggestion is that there are some poses which I would advise you to watch the entire demonstration and then practice, and don't try to turn your neck while doing, for example, shoulder stand, headstand, or stuff like that. So watch the video, watch the demonstration, go and do it. If you have to pause the video, pause the video. If you are pregnant, if you have your periods, it is not recommended to do this practice. It is better that you do a practice that is suitable for your condition, and you can I will be making a video about how to practice during periods, how to practice during pregnancy, but that's not happening in this video. All right, so let's begin. And the first thing I want you to understand is that in your normal routine life activity, this is what happens. I'm coming closer so you can see the details better. See, when we are in our routine life situation, this is the front corner of the shoulder, this is the back corner of your shoulder. Okay, normal life activity. So if you can imagine, you are driving a car, so you are holding the steering wheel. See where the back corner of the shoulder, it comes forward. See the shape of your back, it's become round. All right, suppose you are sending out an email, you're looking at the screen in front of you, your neck pulls forward. This is what happens. We don't really catch these things happening, but they have a big impact on our spine, on our neck, on our eyes, on our shoulders, on our lower spine. So if you are typing out an email this way, head is pulled to look at the screen. All this is causing your upper back to become completely round and thick, and you are closing this body all the time like this. So today's practice is going to be about how to spread this, how to open the chest, how to activate the shoulder blades, and how to remove the heaviness from this upper back portion, space between the shoulder blades, which will lead you to do better forward bends, to do better inversions, to feel lighter in the upper torso. Okay, so if you think of this position, what do we have to do to remove this heaviness from the back, this falling of the shoulders? Obviously we have to take the arms back. So the moment the arms go back, if you can see, I'm moving my arms back. See what happens to this corner of the shoulder, it starts moving back. See what happens to this shoulder blade, it moves in. Yes, and the thickness of the upper back goes. So the first pose I am going to begin with is taking your arms behind you like this. Watch carefully. I am going to take a small strap, make a loop which is going to be on my wrist like this, and I am going to extend my wrist away from my buttock. Alright, so I am giving you a side view here. So I am standing, I take the front corners of my shoulders back, I put the belt on my wrist, and I start moving my arms, my thumb, my fingers away from my buttocks, as though somebody was holding my wrist and pulling my arms back. While I am doing this, as you can see, I am standing tall from my feet to the crown of the head. I am pressing my front thighs to back thighs, and I am pulling the middle portion of my buttock forward. So let's wait here. Stand tall, Look straight ahead and move the hands back. Open the collarbone, spread the collarbone, take the corners of the shoulder back. Now feel the shoulder blade. Shoulder blade, the inner shoulder blade will come into the body. Outer shoulder blade will go into the body. The inner shoulder blades will come a little closer to each other, and you will notice that the spinal area between the shoulder blade starts moving inside your body towards your front chest. So wait here, keep the fingers open, fingers spreading, expression of the fingers firm, legs steady, feet spreading on the floor, stand tall. Listen to your breath. Feel the breath. In the poses, in your practice, it is very important to feel. It is very important to feel what is happening because of this. Instead of just doing, learn to feel the responses of the arms, legs, breath, thought process. Try to observe all these things. Now start pulling your fingers downward. So I am holding this longer, and I suggest you hold this for at least 3 minutes to feel the effect. Take the sides of the neck back, head slightly back, lift the chin up from the notch of the throat. Don't let the t-shirt in the front body start falling towards the floor. The t-shirt in the front body should climb up towards your collarbones. The t-shirt in the back should flow away from the shoulders towards the middle back. You can see my t-shirt. Broaden these thighs, broaden this, inject this buttock, push these front thighs to back thighs, don't stand with your thighs loose. And then release. Now, the next stage, we are going to keep wearing the strap, but we are going to wear the strap just above the elbow crease. Okay, so I am coming a little closer and I am going to show you how to hold the brick between your palms so that you are just holding the brick with the palm. You are not grabbing the brick with the fingers like this. So squeezing the brick with your palms, and you can see that the elbows are firm, they are not bent, they are not loose. Elbows are firm, and I am squeezing the brick, I am extending my fingers. With this action, I am going for Tadasana. I am going back so you can see my entire body. Inner line of the feet together, inner feet together. Compact the outer legs to the center line of the body. Push the front thighs to back thighs. And then smoothly lift the brick up over your head. Lift the brick up over your head. It's okay, the strap will come, it will bother you. Just push it all the way behind you, like you saw I did. And then take the arms back. Now I am giving you side view. You can see, pull the middle of your buttocks in, push your top front thigh to back thighs, open the armpits, look straight ahead in front,
Feel the shoulder blade come into the body and squeeze the break. Now let the muscle of your shoulder sit into the shoulder socket. Squeeze the tricep muscle to the bone. The chest is in front of the navel. Don't protrude your navel forward. Wait here. If you have high blood pressure, don't hold for more than 20 seconds. And now from here, we are going into the next pose, which is Utkatasana. Spread your feet slightly apart, so you can spread your feet about a foot apart, or where the outer edges of the feet are in line with your outer hips. Now I am giving you the side perspective. So feet apart, arms lifting up. Keep moving the arms up as though somebody is sitting on the ceiling and is holding your wrist and pulling that wrist up, pulling the arms up. Press your feet, spread the sole, spread the heel, start sitting down, start squatting till you lower the buttock to the height of your knees. Keep the torso upright, take the arms back as much as you can, open the armpit and look straight. And please come up and remove the brick, remove the belt. Now, we are going to do this in your personal practice. I would recommend in your personal practice that you do this action of Utkatasana at least 3 to 4 times. See, the purpose of this video is to give you a guidance of how to practice. It is not something that you just do once. It is something you see, you learn, and you repeat many times. Okay? Now, I am asking you to go into a half forward bend. We are going to continue to use the strap above the elbow crease. Okay? So watch. I put the strap on. Make it slightly loose. Like this. Palms facing the front. Lift and take the strap behind your head. Okay? If the long part of the strap is coming in the way, throw it back like this. Now you can see. Yes? Now I go to a wall and I extend myself and I press the palms. So my wrist is slightly higher than my armpit. My palm is completely spreading. My thighs are on top of my knees are on top of my calf and shins. Buttock is on top of the heels. And I look like like an L shape. Now press the palms into the wall and push your shoulder blades away from your neck. And take that space between the shoulder blades into the body, into the chest. Lift these buttock bones up. Push the front thigh to the back thigh. Observe your breath. Lift the sides of your body up. So the outer side of your body. I am going to remove my belt so I can show you what I mean. Okay. So if you can understand, there is a side seam to your t-shirt which connects the front of the t-shirt to the back of the t-shirt, back body of the t-shirt. There is a seam. This seam, when you touch the wall, you want this seam to go slightly upward. All this up. Your outer hip should go back as though somebody is pulling. Front thigh, back thigh, inner thigh, outer thigh. And then if you want to practice this pose without the belt, you should see if your wrist is slightly higher than the armpit, push the wrist and extend like this. Activate the tricep arm. Push the shoulder blades away from the neck and lift the outer side body up towards the ceiling. Don't let it sink. Keep your head between the arms and look at the floor. Like this. And then slowly you can walk towards the wall and come out. Now I am going towards downward dog. You are going to keep a brick flat on the floor and you are going to keep another brick at second elevation like this. Now we are going for holding this brick between our heels to give structure to the outer legs. Alright, lift the arms, come forward, touch the floor. Okay, if you cannot touch the floor with your fingers, palms, go for cup shaped fingers. If that is also not possible, then you can put bricks at whatever height you may need, like this. Okay, and wait here. Now lift the face up, take the space between the shoulder blades into the body and move that shoulder blades away from the neck. Lift this buttock up, extend the ribs away from the thighs, look straight. Spread the muscles of your back away from the center line towards the side body like this, like this. Now, holding the brick between your heel, we are going to put the second brick at second elevation and keeping this buttock tall, heels down, we are going to start walking forward with the hand. Okay, start walking forward, then make a fist. Hold the sides of your mat and pull the fist and launch yourself up. And then finally your head will rest, the forehead region, the hairline on the forehead will rest. Squeeze the brick with your inner heels to activate the outer legs, to understand how to get the compacting action in the outer hips. Push the outer edges of the thigh. This is the outer edge of your leg, the outer knee ligament, the outer edge of your thigh, back as though somebody was pulling you. Push your front thighs to back thighs. Lift the side seams of your t-shirt slightly away from the floor. And stay tall. Let the head neck release. Activate the tricep. Move the shoulder blade away from the neck. Exhale smoothly. And then, if possible, you can reduce the height of the brick and continue. Now slowly bend the knees and come up. Alright, so hope we are doing okay so far. Again, I am reminding you that you need not do a pose only once. You can pause, you can rewind, you can watch again, do several times. Every time you do a new attempt, you will learn something new about not only your body, but about your mind, about your breath. And it will allow you to become more skillful, not only in the act of performing asanas, but also in
uh, learning to observe what is happening to you while you are practicing. Your body, how is it responding? Your breath, how is it responding? The sound of your breath. Okay. The mind, what is the response of the mind? Are you doing the mind pose from willpower? Are you giving up very fast? It will allow you to refine your sensitivity by feeling, oh, is the left side working more? Is the right side working less? How can you develop better coordination between left and right, front and back? All right. So it's about that. It's not about just doing some kind of haphazard pose and then saying, okay, I've done this, now let me proceed to the next. It's a learning process. It's a refining process. It's an evolutionary process. It's a process of evolving yourself. All right. So without observation, there can't be any development, evolution. So please do several attempts. All right. Now next pose I am taking is Virabhadrasana 1. All right. So I am giving you a different way from the classical. I am giving you a different approach. I'm not showing you the classical jumping process today, maybe in another video. Today, I'm asking you to stand at the front of your mat, like this, facing, take Tadasana, proper Tadasana, don't rush. So, you must have seen the other videos where I have explained the proper process of spreading the heel, spreading the sole, opening the space between the toes, positioning the legs properly. So I hope you have practiced that. Now from here, you are going to lift the arms up. Remember that belt which was above the elbows, you are going to take the arms up. Stabilize yourself. Now you are going to take a long stride back like this. And you are going to keep both legs straight. Do not bend right now. Both legs straight. Keep the body in such a way that the head, the back and the buttocks are in one line. So normally when you go back with the leg, the body starts falling forward. Resist that. Keep this. Okay. Now, because I am showing you something, I am moving my arms, you can see. Release this upper half of the buttock away from the lumbar, down. If you can't do it, you can use your hands like I am using, the thumb and index finger, push down. Also, you can spread. Now the waist corner of the back leg, turn little bit towards the front. And then start sitting down in the buttock of the front leg, sit. Keep the outer edge of the back leg down. Don't start bouncing that leg up. Try to hit that heel down. Hit that heel corner, outer heel down and sit here. And then finally look up, invite those shoulder blades in, space between the shoulder blade in, to feel the chest, sit in the buttock, activate the tricep arm, imagine you are still squeezing that break, back leg firm, from here, top of the thigh firm. And then straighten. Don't drop the arms. Long stride forward. And then obviously second side. Long stride back. Position. Stabilize. Adjust the buttock flesh. The waist corner. Then go. With the arms and down with the buttock. And then come up, hands on the waist, long stride forward, Tadasana. Okay. Next stage, next pose. You can take your mat to the wall and I am going to show you how to develop
this ability to have strength connections in the leg from front leg to back leg. Okay, so you can take whatever height you need, full height, second elevation, but your decision should be based on the shape of your back. If your upper back is looking like this and you are touching the floor, then it's not advisable. You need to have the shape of the back as I am showing you this way. Now we are going to lift the leg up and connect it, the top of the toe tips, the sole to the wall, and you are going to push. And if we feel we are very far, so here you can see my heel is not touching. If I touch the heel, you can see my standing leg starts leaning. So I am going to move little closer to the wall, and now I am going to hit the heel to the wall in the raised leg. Okay, you have to look at your legs, you have to see the distance. Now I press the heel on the wall, the little toe of the raised leg should point the floor, all the toes should point the floor, and you have to lift this. Alright? So, this shape. Don't bend the knee. Push the heel. Try to take the leg higher and stay here. Look in front of you with your eyes. Change, other side. Check with your eyes the toes of the raised leg on the wall. How is it? Toes of the standing leg. The perpendicularness of the standing leg. This outer hip going towards the wall. Arms firm. Tricep arm active. Don't be weak. Don't let the elbows bend out. Activate the inner arm, outer arm. This front thigh to back thigh. On the raised leg, again hit away from the floor towards the ceiling. Pull your chest slightly forward. Stay. Change. One more time. Second leg. And up. Now, measure the distance by sitting with your feet touching the wall and your buttocks on the floor. You have to measure where the buttock comes. So, for you to remember, you can put your strap where your buttock is, like this. You can see I have used the strap to mark the space. Okay. Now please remove any bricks from the mat, put it to the side and over here. Now I am giving you an exploration of how to start learning full arm balance. Okay. So very importantly, this is going to be full arm balance, this shape. So if you are not able to hold this shape in seated position, I suggest you spend more time sitting like this and developing the ability to keep your torso upright, to release your thighs, knees, calf to the floor, to keep the arms slightly behind your ears and elbows firm, tricep firm, like this. You can even practice this holding the brick and looking at the brick, see how the bricks are level and lifting this way. So if you can comfortably do this for several minutes, as you can see, you will be very comfortable
doing this half full arm balance. So you can see the strap is here. This is my measurement. I put the wrist part of my palm on the strap, fingers open, spreading. Release the palm, connect the floor with the palm, elbows firm, tricep arm active, firm, the arm muscles entering the shoulder socket. Now try this. If you can push your foot and move your face away from the rope, away from this belt towards your wall, this way, buttock towards the wall. Then slowly with bent knee start walking up, and then don't walk higher. Normally people make the mistake. They think they have to go all the way up like this. No, your heel has to be slightly below the buttock and then pump and stay. So space between the shoulder blade moving towards your chest. Chest moving towards the wall. Thighs lifting away from the floor. Outer thighs, outer knees lifting towards the ceiling. Hold for 35-40 seconds. And then slowly walk down and come down. Now again, I suggest this one attempt is not enough. You have to do many attempts. Several attempts have to be done. So you should not feel that if you are not able to do the final pose, you are not capable, or that yoga is not for you. Let me go and try something else. Don't give up. Find a way. That is what it is. You have to find a way. Alright. So I hope you have understood all this. Now I am giving you preparation for shoulder stand. Okay. If you have a single brick, you can lie down like this. Bend your knees, bring the heels close to the outer hips, lift the buttock, insert the brick this way. Move the corners of the shoulder closer to the center line, and then slowly extend the legs and hit the wall very firmly with your feet, with your heels, with your toes, arms extending. You want to turn the corners of the shoulder into the floor. You want to lift the back of your legs to the front. You want to connect every part of your back body like the under surface of the bridge and connect it to the top surface of the bridge like this. If you have back pains, your back is weak, you can take your feet higher like this. Stay longer. A recommended stay is about 5 to 7 minutes. If you get tired with the legs extended, you can keep your knees bent. As you practice this and you become more and more capable, you can start increasing the height of the brick. So you can have a second brick. You can see how I'm doing. For the people who have little more practice, regular practice, they can do more. So one flat brick, as you can see, one flat brick, and then lift and insert the second brick. So as you can see, this brick is not in the lumbar. It is slightly, where you get the partition of your buttocks. The left buttock goes to the left, right buttock goes to the right. The partition begins in the upper buttock, slightly there, in that area. The last tip of your spine. Now see, I have lifted. Now I ask you to catch like this. And then you can start lifting up further. So now I am not touching the brick, I am lifting away from the brick like this. Can you see?
hold this. When you get tired, release on the brick. Again, couple of breath cycles. Exhale, lift. And again lower on the brick. Now release. Put the bricks beside you and stay with bent knees. Shift the buttock away from the lumbar. Let the lower back release. Don't straighten the legs right away. When you feel settled in your lower back, bend your knees, roll to the right side and come up. Now, you are going to try with your chair how to improve the quality of your shoulder stand. So, you will fold your mats like this fold, okay, and if you have one or two mats, good, fold both mats like this, and we will see if, because every chair is different size, right? I don't know what size chair you are using, so I want you to see that when I put my chair on this mat, and if I feel that my chair, the legs are narrow, you can see now my chair, the legs are falling on the mat. This is not going to work, okay? So, don't use the mat. Use the blanket, alright? Now Canada is cold, so I put some kind of protection for my back, my buttocks. I put a folded mat. One folded mat is enough. Second folded mat I put on the backrest of the chair, because in this country the metal is cold, everything gets very cold, okay? And then I just take 3 blankets, smooth edge. This is the smooth edge. This is the rough edge. You can see, you don't want the rough edge in your neck, you want the smooth edge. And I put the blankets like so. You can see they are away from the chair. They are not going under the chair. Alright. Now, I am showing you how to get into the pose very comfortably, because some people can't get up in shoulder stand. Alright. So, I want you to lie down. Keep your shoulders on the blanket and your head and neck free, not stuck on the blanket. Okay, then you have to catch the legs of the chair, bend your knees, hook your heels on the front edge of the chair and move your shoulder corners towards the center line like this and stay here. This is a very important stage. Lift, pump, lift. Alright, do this several times. You get tired, come down. Rest. Again. Second attempt. Now, start. Slowly, lifting more. Learn to lift more. This way. Okay? Now start pulling the chair towards you. Like this. And then take the heels slightly higher. Pull the chair closer. Pull the chair closer. Till the back of the chair, front edge of the chair touches you. Hold the chair at the junction of front legs and back legs. Heavily ground the shoulders. Extend the legs. And stay here. Let the breath settle. Connect the shoulder corners. Tuck the buttock in. Don't let the buttock drop. Back body has to activate. Because you are using the chair doesn't mean that you collapse in the back body. Move the back body to front body. Now again we are going to start pulling the chair still closer. Like this. Push the heel. on the backrest. Now, one straight leg up, other straight leg up. Pull the chair downward with your arm and stay here. See, the mistake people make in shoulder pose, shoulder stand, they drop like this, buttock out, and toes go beyond the head. Don't do that. Pull the buttock in, take the heels back, thighs back. Now, those of you who can, you can bring one leg down and touch the floor like this, then the other leg. Again, pull the chair closer so that the front edge of the chair supports your back like this. If coming down all the way is difficult, you can put another chair and do half pose. You can put another chair like this over here and rest your legs on the chair. I will show you. Coming out, bend the knee, hold. See, push the heel on the backrest of the chair, lower the feet, slowly slide the chair, push the chair away. You slide away from the blankets and come down. Alright? Now, I told you I will show you how to, because a lot of people will not be able to bring the feet all the way down to the floor. Okay? So, I am showing you. Also, some people may not have a second chair of the same size, or it may not be convenient. So, I am showing you how to use the wall. So, watch. Now, I am showing for those who can't touch the floor. Lie down, shoulders on the blanket. Hold the front legs of the chair. Put the heels on the front chair seat. Launch the buttock up. Start pulling the chair closer. Put the heels on the backrest. Bring the chair closer. Hold the junction. Stay here. Use this to connect the back body to front body. One leg up, other leg up, buttock in. See the shape. Don't drop the buttock out. Now, one leg down, one leg up. Hit the heel heavily in the wall. Buttocks level. This outer hip going up. Don't let the thigh become heavy on your eyes. Change. Pulling the other leg down. Then lift the second leg up. Then both legs on the wall. If you can, slowly, you can walk down. Come out, move the chair away, hold your buttock or back, slowly lower yourself and come down. Alright? Rest. Rest the legs of the rest like this. Two blankets on the chair. If the chair is short and you are tall, one blanket for the head and rest like this. Release the legs, arms, soften the face expression, forehead, temple skin, eyebrows, soften. Soften the eyelids, let the eyes release. Separate the biting surfaces of the teeth. Let the tongue soften into the lower mouth. Exhale. Stay for several minutes, about 3 to 5 minutes, and then go to the right side and come out. That is it for today. I hope you will practice regularly. Remember that these are just videos for you to start developing an interest in the practice. This is not replaceable. For a class, you have to come and learn with a teacher regularly so that the teacher can see you on the screen or in person and give you more accurate, detailed instructions for your growth, for your development. This is just a way for you to start developing a practice. This is mostly for regular students. Okay, so I hope you will connect with us. All the details are on the website. Thank you.